Hello, everyone, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. I am super excited to get into this Let's Play. This is one of those Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing that is basically being done because I loved watching people play this game when it came out, and now I want to play it for myself for the first time. So that is what we are doing today. So without further ado, let's get into What Remains of Edith Finch.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
This game is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get into this. Wow. It is so
I lived
surreal.
here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
It is so surreal actually like playing the game. I felt the same way with Firewatch. It feels so nostalgic playing a game you watch people play so many times. Okay.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Here, wait 1 second. I'm gonna really quickly fix something. I have it on windowed so I could mess with stuff. But I think it would be a better idea if I had it windowed full. Or full window, rather. There we go. All fixed now. Wow. I always found it so interesting how the house looks in this game. You guys will get a better look at it in a little bit if you haven't seen this yet.
My brother Lewis's funeral.
So basically, we are playing as Edith Finch, and we are discovering the secrets of our family, basically.
In a will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
And so I will not be spoiling anything, do not worry.
Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. Wow. Okay. Very exciting. Very exciting getting into this. This is a really cool, like, mystery story-based game that I absolutely adore. I'm very excited to be able to show it to you guys.
But I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. Oh. You must be said hoof print maker. Hello. It reminds me of the beginning of Firewatch when you see the deer in the middle of the path. Right at the beginning of the game kind of vibe.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Indeed. Look at that house. Oh, it's just dripping with mysterious energy, isn't it? We're going through all of that.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Wow. Basketball net moment. Let us enter the house. Find out the secrets.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
Wow,
I was afraid of the house.
I forgot our character's only 17. Okay. Got a little rampy action. Love these flowers, wow. Are we able to enter through the front door?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
I see.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
That must be so surreal feeling. I could only imagine the feeling of visiting like a childhood home for the first time in so long, and it being like where so many traumatic things happened, you know? As we will deep dive into as we play. Can we get into the garage? Oh, by the way, even though I've already watched gameplay of this game, it has been years since I've watched gameplay of this game, so I don't really know how to do things in the game. Oh, crawling through the doggy door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I bet. Wow. I'm just in love with the atmosphere of this game. Wow. It's games like this that make me want to get further into game development.
I felt like I was home.
Wow.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
So many tuna cans.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Oh, I bet. It's apple pie recipe. Left in quite shambles.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Living in the middle of nowhere definitely does not have the best takeout options, that's for sure.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Oh, there's like little kid stuff. Edie's wheelchair. An oxygen tank. Wow. Okay.
Nothing in the house
Oh, I love
looked
this living
abnormal.
room.
There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
That's creepy. A smile with too many teeth. Very creepy thought. Wow.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Barbara Finch. There's a Bigfoot in there, and there's a Bigfoot on there. So, you know, you can kind of put together that she was like a child horror actor type of vibe. I love all of the details. Wow. I could have spent hours just looking around the house. I won't, don't worry. I will not, but I could. I guess that's kind of what the game is spending hours walking around a house, so. Can't look in there yet. Okay. Did I miss anything in here? Oh, the old creaks of an old house. I guess I'll just head upstairs. All the books everywhere.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then
Oof.
Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Edie retaliated. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Oof. 7 years. Calvin, 1950 to 1961, so he was only 11. Sam and Calvin's room. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Bathroom. Huh. Okay. Sven and Edie.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Interesting. Edie died the same year they left because the calendar downstairs says 2010. and Edie's death is 2010. That's like the most recent death we've seen on like a thing so far.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Wow. Very distinct murals.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Is this what the key unlocks? Ooh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what
Secret
my mom had been
tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, this is so pretty. Squeeze on through.
I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wow. I love the vine paintings. That's so pretty. The dead plant. Surprised there's not as many bugs. You know? I feel like there'd be a lot of bugs in here.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It must feel weird. It must feel like kind of the feeling of kind of how they put it of like it's 1947. Damn. The feeling of
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Stepping into a painting is a very good way of putting it, but like I feel like you get a similar but not the same at all, because this is way more morbid feeling when you see like a friend who you met online's room for the first time in person. Like when I went to visit my boyfriend Gabe in person for the first time, I noticed like I didn't notice. I had this weird like overwhelming feeling of like, oh wow, I've seen this room so many times, but I've never been here in person. So like it really does feel like stepping into a painting, and I feel like the fact that it's even more of a morbid scenario on top of that. Wow. Okay. Molly, she was only 10. Oof.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
I do not
I woke up
understand
and I was
parents that do
starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I didn't mean to eat that. Ew.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
So I think Molly is Edie's daughter. So it would be Edith's mom's sister, I think is what it is. Based on the time
My Halloween
period?
candy was all gone.
Because I'm pretty sure Edie was like the founder of this like kind of like not generation, but like this family. She was like the first Finch, like one of the first Finches that like came across. And whoa. I'll stop presuming.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh no, no, no. Ugh. Gross. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, no, no, no.
I ate a lot of things that night.
I have no choice. Those aren't real. I mean, if they are real, is that mistletoe? Mistletoe is poisonous, so, hope it's not mistletoe.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn
Hello, bird.
swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her, And suddenly, I was a cat.
Oh my god.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Yeah, I think that's Edith. Not Edith. Edie and Sven are her parents. Are Molly's parents. Can we get up there? How do we get over? Get him! Get him!
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh my
I
god.
gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, whoa. I can control the flights. Don't get sucked into the wind turbine thing.
Rabbits.
Rabbits! Oh, there they are. We're gonna eat a rabbit. Oh, I actually have to like... Okay. Oh, I got it! Oh my god! Jeez!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through
Oh my
talons.
god! Oh my god!
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one.
Oh my god!
Then I flew off to find
This is so much more graphic when you're experiencing it. Jesus, like firsthand. Oh, wait, not that. I don't have. I need a disgust face for that. Genuinely.
a
Okay.
mama rabbit.
Where? Over here? There they are. I got it. Can't escape from me.
She was almost too big to carry. I
Ew.
started choking, but I couldn't stop.
Ew. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Suddenly, I was a shark.
Huh? Huh? Oh my god. 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 I'm controlling the shark flop. Run this way. Oh my god. Keep going. Keep going.
I rolled off the
Freedom!
cliff and into the ocean. Now, I
Oh.
was hungrier than ever.
Oh, okay. Can I like speed up? Oh, I can. Oh my god.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Get him. Oh no, poor
I
seal.
tore off her flipper, and it tasted really
Oh
good.
my god. That is so graphic. Jesus. Oh, look at this. Jesus. One thing I love about this game so much is the fact that the deaths are so open to interpretation. It's like, did they actually die the way you think they did? Or like, what happened?
I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything changed.
Oh. We are a little tentacle boy now. Tentacle person.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, the noise. Oh my god, this is so eerie.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh my goodness. I'm assuming we're gonna get the captain. Captain!
I
Oh,
wanted to stop, but
Captain!
also I didn't.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That wasn't the captain. Where's the captain? I want the captain on his juicy flesh. Captain!
After the last
Captain!
passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have. So
Oh.
I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. What are we smelling, kid? Oh, we're going up. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot about this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, hold on. I need to orientate myself. Okay, there we go.
I got closer
No.
and closer.
No. No. Oh no.
All my stomach
Oh, my
started growling.
stomachs. Oh no.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh, this is such an eerie game, but I love it so much. Wow. So, what do you guys think actually happened? Do you think she got eaten by a monster? Do you
I'm
think
not
she
sure if I
starved?
believed
Do you
all
think
of
she
that, but I'm sure Edie would
ate
have.
mistletoe, and poisoned herself basically because she was hungry? Wow. Okay, wait. I want to look back at that journal. Can I look back at the journal? How do I look at the journal? Jay? How do I look back at the journal? Escape? Oh, here. Yes. Okay. So, yes, we can detect where people are in the family tree. So, Edith is us. Molly is Edie and Odin's kid. So, it started with Edie and Odin. Then they had Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly. Then Kay got married into the family. Kay and Sam, I think, had Gregory, Gus, and Dawn. So, I don't know. Edie might be like a great grandma rather than a grandma then. Because there's another generation before us. Sanjay's in here. I don't know who Kay married. We'll find out. We'll find out. You best believe we'll find out. Wow, that's so creepy. Oh, and all the noises. It makes me feel like a ghost is gonna pop out of somewhere. Can we go in here? No, that's the bathroom. Where are we supposed to go next? Oh. Oh my god.
This
I would
would
not
be
be
obvious
walking out
later,
here.
but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
I see.
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Huh.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Yeah, great grandma. Okay.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Huh. Okay. So Edie and Sven are the great grandparents, aka the parents to Molly. Sven died. Dragon kills Finch. Tragedy strikes Finch family. Celebration turns to mourn, I'm assuming, or mourning. Yeah, they're making. Oh God, they have a photo of when, like, as he was dying. Ugh. Happy 90th birthday.
Even in their 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
So it was. So that's Edie, I'm assuming. That's our mom, and then that's us. I assume. I presume. Sven.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Built in 1937, Sven Finch. So he built the whole house. Interesting.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Ah, so Edie's Edith, and we're Edith Jr. Okay.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
So it seems like she romanticized all of this a lot. Edie romanticized, like, the fact that there was mystery around the family and deaths and stuff a lot. Meanwhile, our character's mom, Edith's mom, did not like it.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh. Huh. And she painted
Almost
our
like a
portrait at
museum.
10. That's really
For
weird.
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
How do I... Oh, I didn't mean to stop. Meant to keep going. I don't know what button to press. Oh, okay. I hold down
Odin
that.
Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann.
Okay.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and
Okay.
his house, hoping to leave
Yeah,
the
this is what I
curse
meant by,
behind.
like, came from, like, came over. Is, like, I didn't want to give too much context because I remembered this part where they came from Norway and they brought their boat. They brought their house with them. And I didn't know who exactly was in the house, though, when they brought it. So apparently it was Odin, which I think is Edie's dad? Or is that Edie's husband? I don't remember.
But 40-foot waves off the coast
No,
of
no,
Washington
Sven is Edie's husband.
send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Oh. So Odin died.
Odin's daughter Edie,
Yes.
with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Gotcha. Yeah. So Edie came across her dad dying on the way with her husband Sven and baby Molly. So Molly was the oldest.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Interesting. Very interesting. So
Whatever's
Odin
wrong with this family, it goes back a
is
long ways.
Edie's dad. Got it. And Sven got married. Okay. So, the little leaves are the married in family members. Noted. So Edie and Sven had Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly. Kay and Sam had Gregory, Gus, and Don. Seems like. And then Don and Sanjay had Edith, Milton, and Lewis. That's what it seems like. But we'll find out. Okay. So he was 1880 to 1937. So that's 20 years till 20 plus 37, 57. So he was 57 when he died. Hey, for the time period, that actually wasn't that bad. For the time period, that was actually not too awful of a lifespan. Edith, 2004. Milton, 1995. Lewis, Gregory, Gus. Gregory! What are you doing in the Pizzaplex, Gregory?
Great grandma had always been the family's.
Hold on. Sorry about that brief interruption. My screen glitched briefly, and so I had to fix the problem. Basically, my computer, I use like a HDMI to not a HDMI. What is it called? You don't care.
Biggest fan.
I use an adapter for my monitors, so they occasionally have a brief little hiccup, and that's what just happened, so I just had to fix it. Okay, we're all good now. Gus, Don, Walter, Calvin, Sam. Calvin and Sam were twins or brothers? I don't know. Barbara, Molly. So that was, I think, Edie, Sven, and Molly. I'm assuming the beginning of the family, like in the US. Lewis's memorial is like not done. Huh. It was still being made.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Edie seems like a unique individual, to say the least. Oh, this is the fuzzy pink bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Sam's first wife.
It was
okay.
a pretty big trace.
Seems like it. There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edie Finch. I guess both Edith and Edie both work.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Whoa! That's cool. No, you ruined it! You bent them all out of shape now. Interesting.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Squeeze on through. The fact it's roped off is so bizarre.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
So he was on this side, Fort Sam. And this was Calvin's side. He had to share a bedroom with his dead brother. Wow.
I guess my grandpa didn't like
Morbid.
history any more than my mom did.
It's probably why she ended up resenting Edie a lot for it.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, okay.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Well, that's... not sure if that's a flex or
At
not.
Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh no, I don't like how close this is to the fence. I know where this is gonna go.
Dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to
make
do
him
it.
do it. I don't want to make him do it. Oh, I have to.
I told
Are we
him
trying to
going
do a little
around was
loop-de-loop?
impossible.
Yeah, oh my god, he is.
Maybe if I hadn't said that,
pretty though. Oh my god.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here.
Oh my god.
But
This
I
is
doubt
making
it.
me so anxious. Guys.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
The
no.
day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh, wow. Oh my god, that's... And his deal was space themed.
Calvin's
Oh
story
my
felt
God.
strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
They didn't get rid of the swing that he died on? They didn't get rid of the swing that he died on? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Why would you rope it off? That's so bizarre.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh. Yeah, United States Marine Corps. Marine Corps. Corps. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, his bridge is broken. Oh. Damn. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Where's my sad face? That's so sad. Sam and Calvin. And in 61, it just kept going without him. Oh. Explore the universe. He definitely took off. That's for sure. Whoa. There we go. Back to normal. Whoa. I love all the secret passageways in this house. It's so cool. Very morbid, but very cool.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built
Ooh.
for smaller hands and bellies.
I don't know which way to go, so I'm gonna go out here first. I think we're about to enter Barbara's room. That's kind of the vibe it gave.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
So she was a child star in horror movies. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna go up there. I feel like I should go in here first. Because I can come back, I think.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh yeah, because she didn't die when she was a kid.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
She's still a kid. At 16, you're like still young. You have so much time.
At a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh,
Getting
God.
better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
That was a good
It
scream.
was Barbara's father.
Oh my God.
Slim. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was canceled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your
God,
basement
shut
door
up.
locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Ah,
The
there's a
secret
key hidden in
is
the
keep
music box.
winding
Noted.
and winding
Noted.
until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Oh.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Interesting.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for
This
Rick.
is a really cool portion. I love the comic book style. Oh, I don't like that we're controlling him. It makes me scared. I'm scared.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Okay, we can hit with it. Get him out of here. 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 Hello?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill,
hate
who impaled
this.
and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, I hate this so much more. Famous Hookman killer.
It's rattled.
Hello? Hello? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Mickey.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I would be
Then
too.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
Yeah, because she is.
She threw him out.
Because she's hurt and confused.
A little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there?
Walter? Oh no.
Hey, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh no. It's a full moon out. Whoopah! Oh, they didn't let me. Hello? Hello? I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Walter, are you there? It won't let me turn around. It won't let me turn around.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Turn around.
Barbara
He's right behind me, isn't he?
and was speechless.
No
He
scream.
was quite smashing.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara. There's gotta be another way out of here.
It's so dark I can't see shit. Oh, through here. Okay.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Polished door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Smack him. Smack him harder.
He wasn't normal, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
I don't want to take my eyes off of him because I have a feeling he's not going to be there. I think I remember that part. God, why am I so slow? I'd be running down the stairs. What did I say? What did I say?
Bookman had vanished.
Check behind you. Look
She
behind you.
listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Run. Move. Faster. Jesus.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Mickey.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara,
Monsters?
it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
That's a good scream.
I wasn't there.
That's a
myself.
real good scream.
I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under
Walter?
his bed the whole time.
Oh.
They took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ew.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh my god. That was a good maniacal laugh, though. Ew! I hate the cover. Okay. So now we
Edie
have
told me all
Barbara.
Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Interesting. Okay, so Barbara was a baby when Molly died. Because Barbara was born in 1944. Molly died in 1947. So she was like 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 years old. So she doesn't remember Molly very much. Interesting. Ew. That is very old. Why didn't they not throw that away? That's disgusting. They have a very weird fascination with not touching like anything. Huh.
I I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
You think? Okay, we can now head upstairs.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh, okay, so they're locked. I guess we can go mess with the music box now. Unlock the downstairs. Seems like the right path to go down. Just keep turning it. Right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? There we go. I was like, right? Right? Am I right, guys? Hello? Anybody here? Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, wow. That's fair.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Interesting.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
I can't see anything. Okay, there we go.
It turned out she was hiding a
wow.
lot more than that.
Huh?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Oh, Lord. Walter. Oh, God. You were living under the house? Is that what happened here?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Yep.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
That's what kept me sane.
Come on. Come on.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead
Canned
tomorrow.
peaches.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Oh, I do circle
Even a
motion.
monster
I was trying to do a
on
straight
the other
line.
side of the door starts to feel
That makes more
normal.
sense.
Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
No more rattling.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I think I remember what the rattling was, but I'm not going to say anything.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Oh,
I'm done waiting.
okay.
I have to leave while I still can.
I really cannot see. I think it's because my window is really bright next to my desk, and so like I can't see details on my screen. I'm not supposed to go this way. It's blocked off for a reason. Is there a way this way? God, I cannot see. This way? Oh, there's a hatch on the floor. I was like, there's no way. There's no way anywhere. It was down. Tunnels.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly.
Oh.
And Calvin.
Ugh.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Oh, we're digging our way out.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Get off the train tracks, my
I'm going to
dude.
appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a
God, why is this
single
game so
week.
beautiful?
I'd be happy with one new day. I can
No.
already imagine the sun
No.
on my face.
So that's what the monster, quote unquote, was. So that's what the rattling was, because he was underneath train tracks that whole time.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Wow. But what was the monster that killed Barbara?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I can see better now. Fake window. Oh my god, that is so sad. It's all because he got traumatized by his sister's death. Well, all his siblings' death, really, but his sister especially, I feel like, because he witnessed part of it, you know? He heard it happen.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only
mole man.
imagine what else she was hiding.
There was a whole article about Mole Man.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
So this was his trash pile. Gross. Okay.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2.
Let's not get hit by a train, please. Maybe
I
2.
thought it was time I heard the
Okay.
stories for myself.
Okay, so they said squeezing
Found out what happened to everyone
in
else.
tinier people, tinier bellies, and now they say there's one,
But now
maybe
I'm
2
worried
of
the
us.
stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. Oh. So when I look down, I got a little bit of a belly. Now I could have just been eating some real good food before this, but it's all leading to a presumption. Now I'm not gonna say much, but it
I
is
don't know if I should even be writing this.
it is baffling that more people did not put together the pieces about what could be happening sooner.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Like, I watched so many gameplays of this, and everyone's like, wait, what? When it's,
But
like,
I thought you
blatantly
should know
said.
about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Yeah, this is all, like, written like a letter. So that's the old house. Wow. That's wild. God, this game is so
So to be
pretty.
honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
When you're 17, you're so young.
I think the people in these stories believed them.
You're
for
like
what that's worth.
17's not young, don't get me wrong. Like, you're not a kid, you are like almost an adult. Like, fully respected human being. Do not think I'm saying that, but just like so much life still to live. You know what I'm saying? And yet she's already been through so much trauma.
And when you look at the house, it had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Wow. Do I go this way or do I go... I think I go around.
I think we've been surrounded by death
Yeah.
for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Seems like it.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oof, yeah, no, that's a very valid point there, Edith. That is very morbid.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh. So we got Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. It's got Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, and Zoe. Where's Molly's grave? Didn't they have a cat named Molly? Is Molly still alive? Oh. There are more. Bailey, Christopher, Shadow, Oliver, Bob, Shotzi. I still don't see Molly. Like the pet grave for Molly. Oh, that might be Molly's. That's probably Molly's. It's been knocked down.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Of course she did. She romanticizes all of this. Molly Finch, the human. But there's a cat on her grave. Calvin. Sven. Edie. She wrote the stories of how they died. Interesting. That's kind of what that's what I interpret that as, at least. Walter Finch. Barbara Finch.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, so this is Edie and Sven and the baby, and baby Molly. And then Odin.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Odin going down with the house. You almost wonder if her
Edie's
dad
side was always easier for me to understand.
You almost wonder if, like, Edie experiencing the loss of her father made her, right after losing her mother and her sister, because, like, they also had her, like, her mom died, and then also the, like,
Edie
her baby
said she
sister, I
dreamed
think,
about the
died.
old house every night.
Interesting. I always wonder if, like, them losing all of those people made them have to romanticize death to, like, cope, but it ended up, like, making even more trauma for the rest of her family.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
So she sided with Edie in the
Her
beginning
dad
days.
had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory, Sam, and Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
So she lost her brothers and her sons the same way. Oh god. Well, not the same way, but like she lost her brothers and her sons. And her husband, I think. I think that's her husband. Milton Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Louis, Sanjay, and Milton.
There's so
Wow.
many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Hopefully this doesn't break. Jesus.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yup, she's preggers! I knew she was preggers. I just didn't want to tell you guys until it felt like the right time. So many people don't realize she's pregnant till they literally say that right then. But like they literally say like squeezing in big bellies and stuff, like bigger, like little these passageways are made for smaller bellies, and like they say that like there might be 2 of us left. There's 1, maybe 2 of us left. She's literally preggers. She's pregante. 22 weeks pregante to be exact, as she just said. That is
I never
wild.
met Grandpa Sam, but I think
didn't
he
get
and
it.
my mom had a lot in common.
I didn't pick it up till this point when I initially watched gameplay, but then again, I just didn't think into it. I wasn't paying that much attention. I was paying more attention to like the people playing it, you know, because I was watching gameplay.
They were both pretty intense.
I've watched so many different people play this game. So this is Sam.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Dawn.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
Is Dawn our
It's gonna
mom?
rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I think she is.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
It's just beautiful.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
That's a good one.
Aw.
Is there anything else nearby I can take a photo of?
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Nothing quite like being outside.
Who's peeing outside? Hold on. Oh, hello there.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing like peeing outside.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
Yeah, that's okay. I thought this was
Dawn, don't you think
Calvin's
you could find
brother.
something more interesting to
What's
photograph?
Calvin's brother's name? Sam?
Your grandpa's Fen taught us how to fish. how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
No, I'm supposed to take a picture of something to move on the...
Dad!
Good
Oh.
eyes, Dawn.
That's a deer.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Let me get behind you.
I could never hunt. Just not the type of person that can...
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oof.
Great shot, Dawn!
Oh god, why would you take a photo of this?
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh! You're moving. Still really... I don't like this, but I get
Sorry,
that this
Dawn,
is...
just gotta reset the timer.
Oh god. Oh, do I have to click and then... Okay. Run, 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 run.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
some-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
God. Oh my god. Let me just put on the
Of all
crying
these
eyes.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh my god. I'm in shock a little bit. I forgot how gruesome that was. Not gruesome, but like how depressing that was. Wow. So Sam's our grandpa. Yeah. God.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
So no wonder Dawn was so like not... She did not like the idea of death, and the idea of death being like normalized in the family, because she witnessed her dad die.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Can we go through here? No, we cannot. Yeah, rather than avoiding death, he like desensitized himself to it. Wow, that's really sad. Because he witnessed his... Not witnessed, but like he was a part of, you know, the story of how his brother died. So he just decided to desensitize himself to it. This game, it really does, like...
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah. This game really does a really good job of, like, going through the different types of grief, you know? Oh no, I remember this one. I need to put on the crying eyes for longer. Does not feel right to be smiling in the bottom corner during all this. Gregory. Divorce contract.
Dear
from
Kay, do you
Sam.
remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
house!
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Can't move at all. Oh, now I can. Oh no. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, God.
Good luck, Kay.
That is
Love,
so
Sam.
sad. Gosh. Kitten, what are you meowing at? My cat is meowing, so if you hear that in the background, I apologize. It's Rory. Gosh. Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
What's going so fast? I can barely control it.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
So he was
I tried
upset
to talk him
that
out of it,
his dad got
but though he'd
remarried?
never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
Yeah. Okay.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Yeah. Those types of things can be very hard on kids, especially if their
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered
relationship
him to
with the
come
other
here.
parent is good.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I hate the totem pole. It's so terrifying looking. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Not that one. No. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh my God.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Interesting.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh God.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
For someone who has such a distaste for the macabre and the melancholy and the sadness around their family like Dawn does, I'm very shocked that she would name her kid after a family member. But she did. Duties. Dawn sweep and trash, Gus mop and mow yard, Gray be a baby. Ooh, a rock wall.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
I want a rock wall.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Clear out some of the old bedrooms. You have so many bedrooms.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
That's pretty. Oh God, having a view of that. Oh, I didn't mean to go down. I didn't mean to go down. That is cool though. I feel like there was still stuff up there, so I'm gonna go back up. Ooh. Can I punch this? No? Okay. On the road again. On the rock wall again. I can't wait to be on the rock wall again. Rock wall climbing pregnant? She's been doing a lot of maneuvers while preggo. Yeah, I thought there was something else up here.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
That's our older brother, I believe.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh.
The house had to
their
get a little
gardening
bigger,
box.
but Edie was used to that.
Yeah, because they don't get rid of the old rooms.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Is this like, were they homeschooled? Or was this just like, I think they were homeschooled. I think Edith, Lewis, and Milton were homeschooled by their mom. Yeah, they were homeschooled by her. I was homeschooled. I was not like religiously homeschooled though. Like I wasn't like it wasn't like a Christian thing. It wasn't a religious thing. Like how it seems like a little bit was with them. Just a smidge. Factor fish and family history. Interesting. Lewis rules. The
beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
This is the brother that went missing.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he
character's
left
brother.
behind was a room full of paintings.
Interesting.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
True. That's cool. Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Wait, hold on. How do I? Oh, like this. Okay. Interesting. So he might still be alive.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
He could still be alive. I guess that's what the maybe 2 could have meant to some people. When they reference that there might be another Finch alive. I doubt he is alive though, but he might be. How old was he when he went missing? 2003, I think is the date that it had on. And this was 1992 to 2003. So he would have been, I would have been 11 years old?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Come here, sweet girl. Sorry if you hear my cat meowing. She's been a little talkative. Wow. Interesting. The fact that Milton's the first one to go missing and not just to, like, outright die. This is the painting from the deal. Strange.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Ooh. Sorry about that noise, y'all. Okay, there we go. I give my cat a toy. Interesting.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay in Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Makes sense. It's a cool ass room. Dangerous. Definitely not OSHA certified, but you know. Definitely got some OSHA violations going on here, but I'll ignore it.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Smells like marijuana. Seems like a chill guy.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh my god, this is going to be so hard to multitask.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
This is so hard to multitask, guys. Oh my god. I'm not good at multitasking like this.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Whoa.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Man, making a whole RPG.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
God.
So I let him go on.
But is he happy? But is he happy?
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Dog following me. All the little citizens.
Kitchen, stop meowing at me. I promise you, it's all
about
good.
starting a band.
If you hear my cat, I do apologize. She's all good. She's just
And he was
knocking
always
it.
humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
We got a fish.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
Oh. Sorry, I was looking at my cat. I'm not just having to do two things.
All
Hold
the
on.
cheering
Hold on. Hold on. Bean. Food break. Okay, I checked on Rory. She's all good. I gave her a toy. We should be good now.
Even the stones under his feet were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Election.
And he won.
I bet he did.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
As I said, it's an RPG in his head.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
That's a good one.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
beautiful prince.
Beautiful prince.
Lewis is fruity, confirmed.
The prince was on his own quest for
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
He followed the sound of his
Electric sitar.
electric sitar.
Yeah.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained
Oh
sound.
god. So little of reality is left. Figuratively
He
and
knew the
literally.
world was all in his imagination.
Wow, this is...
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me.
Do you go through the doors?
It was hard to argue with him.
Oh. Real life Lewis now. The atmospheres of this game. Gosh. This must be our locker.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Is that us? We having an out-of-body experience?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yeah, that's us. Oh. That's sad. Oh god.
I still thought I could save him. Even
Couldn't
after he said he
shitty
was being crowned
therapist.
king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Look at them all to go! Oh my god, yeah. 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 Look at all them go!
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Oh, hello! Oh, it's Molly. Cat Molly. This is beautiful. Hello.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
My prince. Good night, sweet prince.
There was only one thing left to do.
May that be.
Bend down his head.
I didn't mean this by good night, sweet prince. Good night, sweet prince.
And the rest I think you
Oh.
know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh. That's sad. Wow.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
He sounds really cool. Up until they forced him to be sober and work at the fucking factory. Oh. Wow. Damn.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
That was the final straw
She
for
waited
her.
until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
So this is where they lived towards the end. There's a praying on the wall. So she was very religious.
What happened that
religion to
night had
cope.
been coming for a long time.
A lot of people do that.
Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay, before we move on, I want to say something real fast. The fact that we get to pick like a handsome princess or a beautiful prince makes me feel like this is just me speculating, obviously, that he's bi, that Lewis was bisexual, and that was one of the reasons why he felt like he couldn't be his authentic self in real life. Another reason why he felt like he couldn't be his authentic self in real life, because his mom was ultra religious, and there are religious people that are open to that kind of stuff, but she seems like homeschool your kids because you're scared of the outside world corrupting them type of religious, which is like a whole other level of religious. This was our old room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Hate
We're all
that.
leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Squeeze on through. The
The thing
ambience.
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Okay.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house every day of my life.
God, that must be so, like, daunting and looming over you.
I never thought I'd go back to it.
Yeah.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Just walk straight. Just walk straight. It's a straight line. Straight line. Just keep walking straight.
Got turned around.
Pretty sure it's just a straight line, but you know. Could just be me. Okay, well now I have no idea where I am.
I started seeing things.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Well, quite literally you did come back to them, but I get what you're saying, though, Granny.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Oh, give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to us.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, everyone just kind of sucks in the situation a little bit. Just a tad. She
After
died
that, we
night.
moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
Ooh. Dandelion.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
We getting birthed?
This journal was supposed to be for you.
We're getting birthed.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh. Oh, Edith.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Not me tearing up at this game ending. Oh my god. I forgot the ending was this emotional. Oh my god. now the kid's back at the house. Oh my god. Oh, so that's What Remains of Edith Finch. Oh my god. Wow. Thank you all for watching this video. This was one of my favorite games to watch gameplay of growing up. Oh, and they have childhood photos of all the team. That is so... That is so sweet. So sad that, like... Oh, wow. Death and mortality is always something that's really messed with me. I lost a couple of family members when I was pretty young, and it's always been a very surface level touchy topic for me. And so for me to have loved this game at such a young age when that was more topical was shocking, because I've always been the type of person that really was overly optimistic and didn't like to dwell on the sadness of things. I liked to move on and try to look on the bright side of every situation, no matter how grim and dark it may be, just because I easily get really sad. And wow, this game is beautiful. This game is really good. Wow. Well, thank you all for watching. We're gonna sit through this and just keep talking. But let me know what you guys thought about this game in the comments, and what you guys think actually happened to some of these people, because some of them it's easy to assume what actually happened. Like Gregory passed away in the bathtub. Like, that makes sense. Like, babies, that happened a lot to babies for a while. Still does occasionally happen. Where babies are left unattended and things happen. Horrible things happen. That's why you gotta really keep an eye on a baby all the time. They really don't have any survival skills. But like Calvin getting flung off the swing, that makes sense. Barbara, I think she might have poisoned herself. Some people think it was actually a monster. I've heard a lot of different theories about Barbara's death. Not Barbara's death. Molly's death, sorry. I meant Molly. Barbara's death is also one that's up to interpretation. I've heard a lot of people thinking that it's, and this is kind of what I think as well, that she was killed by like crazed fans, and they are the quote-unquote monsters in the story. But it's definitely like open still. Like, a lot of these are very much like, it very much depends on what aspects you take away from it and really harp on. And everyone kind of is just like really a lot in this situation. All the playtesters. Like, it's like Edie has a weird romanticization of the deaths, but also our mom, I think her name was Dawn, she had a like avoid at all costs type of mindset, and she was like overprotective to a fault because of it, and she still ended up losing her kids, you know. The end. Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Wow. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what games you guys would like me to play next. I'm kind of just going through some of my favorites. And yeah, I'm very excited to continue playing some of these games that are very nostalgic for me, that I grew up watching gameplay of. One of the other games I've played that is in this category is Firewatch. If you want to go check out that video, click the video on the screen. And I'll also have a playlist just in case you're watching this in the future when I have even more gameplays of games that I was in love with as a kid. But yeah, without further ado, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.